Welcome to Dynamic Tax YouTube channel. My name is Abdul Chaudhary, and today we are going to discuss 10 essential tax tips for new business owners. Number one, you want to choose the right business structure. When you choose the right business structure, it will protect your assets. It will also provide you with pass-through taxation, which will allow you to save taxes. C corporation, S corporations, and LLC will come into play. You need to make sure you have chosen the right tax structure to limit your tax liability. Number two, you need to understand self-employment tax. Depending on the business structure you have, you may have self-employment tax implication. For example, if you're an LLC or a sole proprietor, you will be subject to self-employment tax. There are strategies that you can use to reduce that self-employment tax liability. For example, converting into an S Corp may be the right move for you. Number three, take advantage of tax deductions. You want to make sure that you are taking the correct tax deductions for your business. There are home office deductions you can take. There are travel expenses that you could take. There are various expenses that may be suitable for your industry that you need to make sure that you are taking in order to reduce your tax liability. Number four, which is very important, a lot of people miss, which is keeping track of your income and expenses. When you keep track of your income and expenses, it will allow you to understand how well your business is doing. When your business is doing well, that means you have high net income, in which case you can use various tax strategies to reduce the tax liability. Number five, you need to make sure you file your estimated taxes on a quarterly basis. As I mentioned before, if you are subject to self-employment tax, or if your business is doing well where you are going to have net income, you are going to have taxes that you'll need to pay at the end of the year. According to the IRS, those tax payments need to be paid on a quarterly basis, which is called estimated tax payments. Number six, take the home office deduction if you qualify. You need to understand when you qualify for a home office deduction. Obviously, if you are self-employed, sole proprietor, or if you are an LLC, you are able to take home office deduction. If you're an S Corp, you can also take home office deduction through various accountable plans. You need to make sure that you have implemented those strategies to keep track of all of your home office expenses. Number seven, claim startup expense. If you are a new business owner and you have started and invested on a business and you did not generate any revenues yet, you'll be subject to startup expenses. What that basically means is any expenses that you have generated from day one until you have generated revenue, those expenses cannot be expensed until your business starts generating revenue. You want to make sure that you're accounting for those as expenses correctly and understand that there is a $5,000 startup expense that you could take upfront, and the remaining startup expense should be amortized over 5 years. Also, don't forget about payroll taxes. If you have employees, you want to make sure that you have them on the books where you're paying them through W-2s to make sure that you're compliant with the labor laws. Also, if you're an S Corp, you should also take out a W-2 and pay proper payroll tax to be compliant. Number nine, if you are a startup business, you want to take advantage of various startup programs that are available depending on the state you're in. For example, if you're in New York State, your employees will not be subject to New York State tax if you apply for the proper startup programs. This is something you can look into, and if you need additional help, we could guide you through it. Number 10, you want to make sure that you implement the right tax strategy. If you have the right tax strategy in place, you'll be able to take advantage of all the tax deductions and tax credits that will allow you to reduce your tax liability. This is why hiring a tax professional is very important, because a tax professional will understand your industry and will be able to see what deductions are available for you and what tax credits you can take. At Dynamic, we provide tax consulting services as well as accounting services to make sure our clients are up to date on their tax filing, as well as we make sure that they take advantage of all the strategies that are available for them. That was our top 10 essential tax tips. I hope this video was informational for you. If you guys have any questions or need consulting, at Dynamic, we are always here for you.